Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me do a double take here. Hope you guys can hear me. Okay, uh, let's get started. Hey, Ligale, how you doing, dear? How you doing, sweetie? Boy, it's gonna be my night tonight. Can you hear me good? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. All right, folks, let's get started. I'm tired of motherfucking women on YouTube coming up here with their innuendos and stories and lies and all that. Good afternoon, Natasha. How are you doing? Am I angry right now? No, I'm not angry. I'm kind of perturbed, but I should know better than to be perturbed about shit that goes here on these YouTube streets and how people can get out there, make up a fucking lie, say what they want to say about a person that was doing something that was in his heart, within his heart. Now, am I going to bash all women? No, I'm just going to bash some women because some women deserve the bashing. Because I have never once been on here on YouTube and discussed with anyone about my relationship full out until it was bought out on platforms after platforms after platforms. Everybody's got their idea what they want to be saying and everything else. Everybody wants to know what's happening around here and what's happening with me and Ligale. Me and Ligale are friends, y'all. We've been friends and we're going to stay friends no matter what the fuck anybody says here on these YouTube streets. Why Ligale doesn't come up here, up on other platforms, I don't know, and I don't have control over that. She's not in my fucking hip pocket. Ligale does know about everything about me there is to know, since everybody wants to know. But it's everything that I tell her. Unlike you son of a bitches out there, nobody wants to believe things or hear things or see things when they're done to them. And the lies, the lies. That's all. That's all I'm talking about. These fucking lies. Number one, I'm a pure, and every time I say this, a motherfucker got something stupid to say. I have two beautiful daughters. Okay. Uh, I'm not going to go into if I have anything outside the when I was married. I'm not doing all that kind of shit because that's how other shit gets started. When I came up here on YouTube, I came up here with good intentions of being with people, talking and having good conversations. I started out, everybody knows, at Sir King's platform, which a lot of people say I wasn't, but that's where it started at. Other shit developed on YouTube, and I got kind of reared for that, and I gave up on that. I left it alone, and I decided that I was going to do me instead of doing what everybody else does on YouTube. Now, hi Duchess, how you doing? Instead of me coming out here, jumping on IGs, jumping on Facebook, telling everything in the world, getting behind the scenes, getting people's phone numbers, having people call and me call them. I never done that. I never done that except for one time, couple of times. Matter of fact, I can go back and relate to things that was happening to me on my platform, on my channel. I wasn't involved with it. I wasn't trying to get involved with it. But people would inbox me on my community post. Uh, there was a time when Mr. James Caldwell and At the time, she was Skillet, I think. Anyway, we used to do the verses, and we had a verses one night, me and her, and things went haywire. So I didn't think nothing of it because, and then she said her lights went out. I got a message in my inbox on my community tab asking me would I please uh, get get on James, which is Spill It Boy TV, Treasure Lane. I looked at it and I thought, what the fuck have I got to say to him? Because he is she is a woman that has a husband. Why would I be taking up for her or telling him about something? So I let it go. I didn't say a goddamn thing to nobody. I didn't say shit to nobody about what went on behind the scenes on my community tab or when I get messages. I always try to keep things to a minimum and keep things to a low. Now, I would go on different platforms and different panels and get, do like everybody else, do chit chat and talk and all this stuff. And at the time, I met Miguel. I met a few other people on here on YouTube. Just read my book, Kwani, a whole bunch of people that I thought, well, okay, how do you fit in? How do you get in as an old man, an older guy on a young platform? Um, I tried to tell stories that I thought people might want to hear or might want to talk about or might want to question me about. Now, was I ever up on Boss Lady New Jersey's platform? Yes, I was. All the time. I'm not going to lie and say I wasn't up there because people know that I was up there. People knew, you know, we had conversations, we talked about different things, and if all those videos would pop up, you would see that at late night, we had a good time. Me being the only man on the panel. That's another thing. I was up there talking with them. We have discussions about everything. So I told a story about my life when I was 10 years old. Uh, at 10 years old, I was a rambunctious young man. So yeah, I got into sex and all that stuff at a young age. And I never told anybody that story until like now. Then with her and them up with the ladies up on the panel, we were talking. I forgot what the discussion was about, but it came about something sexual, about sex and stuff. And I just mentioned that, yeah, I had sex when I was 10 years old as a young man. And I also told them that I had it with my mother's friend. I'm not going to back out from that story. I did. And they asked me why. And I told her and them, I said, number one, if my mother knew that it was her best friend, my mother probably would have ended up in jail. So I kept it to my damn self. Okay. As a young man, I kept it to myself. And let me say, did I feel victimized at that age? No, because I was young, dumb, and as old folks say, full of cum. I thought I was hot. I was doing something. Okay. So, young men, ladies, you sit around here and talk that bullshit, but you're an enabler too. You old women are enablers. I sit up on these platforms and panels and hear you talk about the young men, you like young men and all this stuff. Well, do I consider myself a victim? No. But everybody wanted me to say I was a victim. I was not a victim if I was getting up, leaving the house, going over there to the woman's house. And I didn't tell my mother about it because I was feeling my oats. Those are the kind of things that go on in people's lives when they're growing up. Now, as it went on, she tells, and I don't know why Boss Lady, what we used to be. I mean, I considered her a good friend. I considered her a woman that loved her music. You know, we would talk about music discussions and things that went on. For some reason, it went left. I think it went left because I had my opinions about things in life, and I didn't agree with because I'm a man. Mind you, I'm on an all women's panel, so I can voice my opinion being as a man. You know, not knowing that in the background, well, yeah, I knew about it because she had already, there was myself, Boss Lady New Jersey, God rest her soul, Miss Crystal King, and also Just Read My Book and Watermelon Sugar. And we would be up there chit chatting, having fun, talking and doing crazy stuff. I'd say crazy stuff as a man because I'm a man. But there came a point one night when I heard something. We were talking about something. I can't remember a lot of shit right now because it's all, I'm trying to see where it wrapped up in my head at. I never told about the things that go on behind the scenes and what went on behind the scenes when I did say something that it went left. But this one particular time, it's coming out now. Okay, did Watermelon Sugar get on the phone with me about saying something inappropriate to his woman? Yes, he did. But my point of it was, I didn't go out and brag to nobody about being cussed. Well, I ain't gonna say cussed out because I'd have cussed back. We talked as two gentlemen. We didn't curse at each other. He didn't raise hell. And then come to find out, the man liked football, and we discussed that. And here's another thing that I never told anybody on YouTube or anywhere else out there in the streets. Her husband is a white man. Now, does that bother me? Hell no. But when you get up there and try to brag on somebody cussing me out, and you, Boss Lady New Jersey, know the man is white, you didn't say a damn thing about the color. You just said the man cussing me out. But he told me himself he was white. Okay, I didn't say nothing. And then later on, I do recall Watermelon Sugar and her husband falling out. I know it wasn't about me, so don't get that shit started. I was right there with you guys when all the shit was going on. And I said, mm-mm-mm. But did I get on YouTube and talk about it and say any goddamn thing? Fuck no. No, not at all. The case, when you're trying to make a case about Natasha and myself and just read my book and all this other bullshit, it came down to the fact that, yeah, Natasha was controlling to a way. And was it my fault that I got involved with her? I'm letting people know, yeah, it's my fault. I'm a grown ass man. Okay. I happen to love women. And that's another bullshit and ass shit. When women get mad at men, they will say any fucking thing from he's got a small dick to he's a fucking homo and all that bullshit. So if you think that I'm a gay basher because I told a story about the two men that I caught charges for, you're wrong. If you think that I hate gay people and I'm bisexual, you're doubly fucking wrong. And another thing, my indiscretions to tell things only come up when people want to lie about shit, when they want to say shit that I know that isn't fucking true. Okay. Uh, do I hate gay people? Hell to the fuck no. I haven't been on YouTube talking about gay men. I haven't been on here calling them the F word or the F bomb. I go to the platforms with respect. I try to respect all people, all people. But there's something about us as black people and YouTube. If we're not famous or we got a fantastic lie to tell, then we're not shit. I came up here, I started out as one of the people in panels and shit, and everything went fucking left because of what? All people do, a miss fucking understanding. Or they'll take your story and try to stretch it. Now, I don't usually say bash women or say anything crazy, but you know, Kwani said something to me the other night. I need to be different. I need to get out there. When somebody calls me a bitch, call them a bitch back. When somebody calls me a hoe, call them a hoe back. But I'm just going to say this. When you start lying, you want to stretch the truth and imagination to get people to hate one another, you're fucked up in the head. Okay? You're fucked up in the head, and I mean that. I'm not going to, I'm not reading the chat right now. I have a moderator that's taking care of it. She's talking to people, and thank you for your help. Um, I'm thinking where it all started back at. It started back because I tried to keep my life private. I tried not to let people know whom I was dating or whom I was with. So I did things on here. I made up stories and innuendos. And it's not, YouTube is not getting to me. It's just the people on YouTube are getting to me. You know, you can't tell me, number one, you can't tell me my story if I haven't really told you everything. And when I don't tell you everything, you want to add on to the fucking shit. That's another thing. I'm just tired of that bullshit. I'm tired of people adding on lies to stretch the truth, to stretch another lie. It's not the truth, it's to stretch another lie. So if I got up here on YouTube and lied, that means you took the lie and you stretched it out yourself. But I'm willing to admit about my faults and what I did. Now, when it comes to fucking Natasha, and I said it like that, when it comes to Natasha, Natasha was somebody, yeah, as an older guy, I found her out there and we fell in love and all this bullshit, not knowing myself, not knowing that I was being used in the process. I had a feeling later on, but did I look at it that way? No. Was I lonely because I got with her? Hell no. Um, I got with this woman because I thought she was a real woman, true to love, true to romance, true to being wanting to have something. Does she live in a country that's poor? Yeah, she even admitted that. She lived in a country that's poor. We talked sometimes night, days, and then I would tell her, hey, look, I got to go to YouTube. I'm doing my music and stuff. We would get off of YouTube and then I would get a call. It's a 2 hour time difference. So that means if she's calling me at 8 o'clock at night, it's 10 o'clock over there where she's at. During that time, I learned about her, her family. She learned about mine and my family. But I was always being questioned about things that really I don't think she should have been asking me about. But then we were friends on Facebook. And the young lady that she's talking about, and I said that the other night, where we were living together. Natasha knew her through my Facebook page. I think it's still up. You can go there and see it. The jealousy started then. That was my first red flag, which I should have looked at a long time ago, but I didn't. You guys want to talk about how older men feel or how older people feel. When you love a woman, you can get isolated. I started doing things, little bitty things on my Facebook page when certain people would come up and we had already been friends, especially the females. I'm not going to lie, it was females. She would call me and rib me about it, talk about it. Why is she on your Facebook page? Blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. Even my kid's mother, she asked about. And I just explained to her as, hey, there's nothing going on. These are people on my Facebook page. So it went from Facebook page to YouTube. Let's get to the YouTube situation. Natasha told me that she didn't watch YouTube or anything. And me being a proud man, having a YouTube channel, playing music, and getting a growing audience, that helped me, my self-esteem. Did she always tell me that it was good? Yeah, she did sometimes, but a lot of times when it came to me talking on platforms or I was around a woman and I said things to, you know, that would be kind of this wishy-washy that everybody want to say. She didn't say anything. She didn't come up in the chat or anything. Later on, when she really started coming up there, she would call me later after I finished my life and try to tell me that I've been doing too much. I've been overdoing it. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, this is what I love to do. Well, you need to change this. You need to change that. You need to quit being on YouTube so much talking with these women. I said, okay, that's what you say, but my audience is bigger women. My audience is like 85, close to 90% women. And that's just through on the music platform. That's playing music, people. That's not getting up here gossiping and cursing people out and doing crazy shit. I'm gonna say good evening, people. That if I haven't said good evening to you, good evening to everybody, and thank you for coming up. I'm just saying, I'm just talking about how shit gets started, how lives get started. Uh, I gravitated toward people that on these in the beefing sector, because that's where it all started in the beefing sector. I gravitated toward people that I thought at times had real good platforms, had real good things to talk about. Did I listen to the woo banging? Yes, I listened to it. Did I like half of the shit I heard? No, I didn't. And I would discuss with Natasha about that. And the first thing she would tell me, well, you need to get off of YouTube. It's disturbing our peace. Well, let's be realistic, folks. I lived 3,000 miles away from a woman that, yeah, I cared about her and everything. But you're trying to say that I shouldn't be on YouTube because it upsets me. It didn't really upset me. It just made me realize that some people care about people and other people don't. That's all. So I didn't say anything about it. I just went on about my regular task of trying to get up here on YouTube, play my music, and enjoy other people's platforms and move around like other people do on the YouTube streets. it came a time later on when we discussed about her and myself being together, getting together, and all this. And like I told people earlier, I did love her. Okay. I'm not a foolish old man. Okay. I know when I have feelings for a woman, not a fucking man. So don't go that route. And I decided, well, get her over here. She wants to come, get over here. We made plans. We made plans. She even, yeah, she went to the embassy and did all of that. Had me write the letters and stuff. But here is the real kicker. There was an age gap. There's a thing of the age gap. Uh, they did look at it. The embassy looked at it and wondered why in the hell is this young woman wanting to go over here being with quote unquote this old man. So she was denied. I tried everything to get over here. Trust me, I did. We even talked about using the 90 Day Fiance show. That's how it was really between us, not knowing all the time that she was living with a man for 8 years. Had been with him for 8 years, but we started going together. It's been 4 years. Okay, for 4 years of those 8 years, she was on here talking to me, and we were getting to know each other, our families, and all that, which was true. But then there came the little subtle things. We argued more about YouTube than her trying to get over here with me. I see that she was trying to control my YouTube channel. There were certain people that she didn't want up on the platform. People that I respected, and I was glad to be around them and talk with them and have fun. That's what I was doing, having fun. I'm not dumb by no stretch of the imagination. I'm no fool, but I do know that something just ain't right. So when all this drama and shit came up about me, LaGale, just read my book, we had a discussion. And I told her, hey, look, these are just women on YouTube. They live far away from me. They but then here comes the kicker. They don't live far enough. I'm the one that's farther away from you, and I want to get with you real badly. Well, what did she suggest after the visa and stuff dropped? She wanted me to fly over there to be with her, and over there we would get married, and then I could fly back home and send for her later. Now, y'all might think that as an older man, I'm dumb and senile and shit, but I've seen shit like this go on in my life. I've seen American men fly over married women. They fly back. They try to get them over here. For some reason or another, they can't get them back over here, but they're stuck. You see what I'm saying? And and like I said, yeah, I was in love with the woman. I did want her here with me, but circumstances wouldn't allow that. So we're gonna move up to the things that happened between us, what we talked about on YouTube. She became a moderator in my channel too. Also, I've got stuff up here. Like I said, I don't do visuals too much. You just hear me talk about it. But she used to drop down in the chat every once in a while. People can go back and say, "Hi, honey. Hi, honey." All the time, I'm I'm feeling okay. Yeah, well, at least she's here now. That's my support unit. She supported me to a certain degree. I'll put it that way. For you people out there that want to know about LaGale, LaGale has always been my supporter. LaGale has always been around, even in other chats. Okay. Yes, Duchess, $200 a month for no, it wasn't 6 years. It was 4 years. 4 years, really. And in between, and then with that 4 years, we uh we we had our ups and downs, ins and outs. But as a grown man over here by myself, I I I didn't let that bother me. I really didn't, because she's over there and I'm over here. Now, I can tell you, I'm old enough to know when the cat's away, the mice will play. Okay. I'm old enough to know that when a woman needs a man, or a man needs a woman, they're going to go out and try to find one. Have I been out to try to find one? Yes and no. But that was just because when you get angry, you go out and do fucked up ass shit. Mind you, not knowing that she had already been doing her shit because she's got a man that's been living with her for 8 years. So it didn't matter to her. What mattered was me getting money over there to her so she can get back over here with me, get over here with me, and we could work out something. In the interim, with the YouTube shit, I tried to keep doing my thing, but I would get to the point to when I get a call, we get to talking, and then she would tell me about being up on a platform with Lady Nika, uh, listening to Sir King's platform, and she knew that myself and Sir King were not really the best of buddies on YouTube. I'd be over on James' panel. Y'all know how I am. I can just go around everywhere. And did I get bonded with some people? Yes, I got bonded with a lot of people. I got bonded with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that when I did a live, I remember doing a live at one time when I gave people credit for being good YouTubers. And that was a big mistake on my part, because some people felt that I should have put them on there and I left them off of there. And the people that I was talking about, a lot of people didn't like each other. It don't matter if you don't like Duchess, that doesn't make me not like Duchess. If you don't like Lady Nika, that doesn't make me not like Lady Nika. If you don't like the Miss O, and the Miss O, I hope you hear this. You don't like, I like the Miss O. I like the Sassy Show. When I went to the Sassy Show and we were talking, we did some crazy stuff about a virtual town. I was a bartender at the town. I had to own the speakeasy. Those kind of things were fun to me. I like that. I like that. Uh, then it started going downhill when I would be getting calls and she would say to me, "Why do you have that woman up on your panel?" And let's face it. It was just read my book. And I said, well, number one, she's a moderator on the platform, just like Gail is, and I had a few other people. And I understand about you asking for your wrench to be taken off. I will do that as soon as I get through. They know who I'm talking about. Um, her telling me that just read my book was going to turn on me one of these days and do all this crazy shit. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it up until the day that she came up on the platform. And I remember just reading my book saying something about keep your claws in or something like that. Boy, Natasha said something to her in the chat and she told her to keep her claws in. And there it went downhill for me with her from there because she called me up as usual and said, "You see what I'm saying? You didn't protect your woman. You have no respect for me on these platforms. You're talking to these women like I'm not there." I said, and I told her, "Well, you're not here. And besides, that's just my audience. I don't have a plan on going out meeting people, going nowhere, doing anything." "Well, you need to take her wrench." What I should have done as a man, I should have said, "Hell no, this is my platform." But like I said, trying to please a woman is hard to do in some aspects. Everybody can holler about, well, that's your channel, that's your this. But like I said, people, I was with her at the time. So I just wanted to, if you say that wasn't showing her any respect or anything about what I was doing here on these platforms, well, you were, you're, I would say, I don't want to put this. Y'all full of shit. Because let's admit it, when your other half tells you to do something, even if it's off of YouTube, you're gonna do it. So me being a man, I'll say it. Y'all want to say I'm weak? I'm weak. Being a weak ass man, I did what she said. I took that wrench from Just Read My Book. Did I feel good about it? Hell no. I didn't feel good about anything at all. Because now I'm beginning to think, why am I doing shit that I don't really like to do? Mind you, I never talked to anybody about the situation or what happened until after it came out of the woodwork, just like everything else. What went on behind the scenes between me and her, I tried to keep it that way until that day she dropped down on Boss Lady New Jersey platform and she was really pissed off about what? Lied and said I was this, I was that. She was my woman. She said that on her platform. You know, I was this, I was that. I didn't bring nothing out on these YouTube streets. But once it got out there from her that she was so angry with me, I was such a mean and bitter man, and I didn't show her any respect. And I could see where it comes to a certain degree respect. But when I look back at it, you were trying to make me look like I was a ogre or something to these other women that you know this is a strong platform of women. And that was your biggest jealousy. Um, the things that were said, the things that were done, I should have just dropped it right then and there, but I didn't, folks. I didn't. I let the shit roll on and on. Mind you, that I was still doing my platforms. I was still getting up there talking to people. And then also, she had a wrench to that. Now, when she tells you she didn't do YouTube, that was a damn lie. Because I remember a couple of summers back with me and Kwani, bless you, thank you, Kwani. Uh, we got into it. You know Kwani, everybody knows Kwani. When Kwani gets mad with somebody, she'll cuss them out. And I made the mistake of going up on her platform one day when she said there were no straight men in the sector, beefing sector. And I typed something in the chat and said something. But anyway, it snowballed. But I said, you know what? Kwani is Kwani, and I let it go until I got a call. You let that woman sit up there and curse you out. You are not a man. There's no woman curse me out. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't let. If I was a man, I wouldn't let no woman curse me. She was talking real fast, and I said, "Whoa, whoa, wait a minute. This is just YouTube. I could get back up there and do that kind of crazy stuff, but I don't want to do it." But I did go up there and I talked to Kwani. And if you guys remember that video, I explained it about, hey, we don't have anything. I'm sorry you feel that way. I didn't call her a bitch. I didn't call her a hoe or anything. I just explained myself. But that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. Do I sound victimized? Nope. I'm not playing the victim here. I'm just playing what a real man does within himself when he feels that he's right about things. Because if it was left up to her, I'd have been going off of YouTube 2 years ago, really. I'd have been going off of YouTube and probably who knows what or where. But I had it in my heart and the gumption that I needed to stay and do what I like to do. Everybody talks. Let me tell you, yeah, the money, the money, the money. I decided not to send her the fucking money. Really. I did. I did. I wasn't going to do it because this is Christmas and I do have a family. Okay. And anyway, like I said before, I just decided not to do it. That's all. We got into a big rhubarb about that. She told me that her rent needed to be paid. And I knew she was. I'm not working now. I'm not working. Okay. Okay. You're not working, but you have people over there that can help you. That wasn't good enough. Your daughters don't care about you. Nobody over there cares about you but me. And now you want to cut you. I'm about getting ready to get put out my house. I have text messages where she told me that she was disgusted in me because I didn't send her that money. That's when I made up in my mind, fuck it. I'm done. I'm done. I didn't send it. Yeah, she called me and said we were through. I said, okay, fine with that. I'm done. You're done. So, and as I was saying about her, I look back at the shit that she was doing to me. You talking about trying to isolate how men isolate women and have them doing certain things. Women do the same fucking thing. And when they find a man that really cares or truly in love with them, they'll do the same fucking thing. They want to isolate him. She tried isolating me from my fucking family, number one, by telling me my kids didn't care about me. That's a goddamn lie. My kids love me. And regardless of whatever fault they ever done in their life, they're still my children. And that's another thing. Then came the part where she wanted to pick on certain people in the chat, certain people that I go up there and be with. She hated it. She hated it when she found out I was on Lady Nigga's chat one day, and me and Faith Yaya, you guys know about that story. We were joking around. Faith Yaya was having my twins. Let's face it. We all know that shit wasn't real. It couldn't. And I went along with the story. Why? Because it's a storyline on YouTube that got people talking and saying crazy things to one another. She would call, oh, now you got babies. I said, damn, you is really following what I do out there. I thought you were following me on my platform. But no, you go around to other people's platforms where I'm at. If you see my picture up there, you see us talk, you see them up there, me up there, you'll come over there. So that's how I knew she was following me around YouTube. Okay. But yet at the same time, she didn't want me to be on YouTube. I just quit doing what she wanted me to do and did what I wanted to do, and that's be happy. And when I go up there and do my church on Sunday and all this stuff, I was happy. I'm still happy. No, I'm not going to clump you in. I'm not going to. Duchess. Hey, don't even say nothing about it, Duchess, because she never knew that part. No, we always had fun. We always had fun, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But like I said before, folks, I'm not gonna bash her, but I said she was a low life ass bitch, and I'm gonna say that she's a low life ass bitch. Because how the fuck can you sit over there, have me over here worrying about you, sending you money? Yes, I did send her the money to help take care of you, and you're living with a whole man. Now I am getting pissed. And every time I look around, you are accusing me of bullshit. But yet, in one part, I was out doing shit. And then when you get here and lied like you've been doing, I was a lonely old man. I didn't go anywhere and do anything. Fuck, look at my goddamn page on YouTube, people. I went places. I did things. The only thing I didn't do was be out there hugging on another woman, even if I was shooting a video. I did an interview with a young lady that had a black business. She had her own black business, and that was in an open mall. So I'm not the type to do things in really directly to show you, hey, I'm having fun. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. Because every time I went out and went somewhere and did something, she knew about it. Like she said, we shared videos, and I'm not talking about naked videos right now. I'm talking about videos of our cooking, what we were going to cook for dinner, and all this good stuff. And she even said to me, well, when I get over there, I'm going to fix you this kind of meal. I can't wait to meet a man that could cook for me. Hey, that made me feel good. I'm feeling good, but I'm also happy at the same time because I had my quote unquote YouTube family. And she always told me, she used to tell me, that's not your family. I'm your family. Well, okay, I'll go along with that. I went along with a lot of shit. But like I said, when the cat's away, the mice will play. And I know as a grown ass man that women will play just as hard as men will play. A man can do no more than what a woman lets him do. And that's the God honest truth. We don't want to face the real facts of hard, cold life when it comes to men and women. But like I said, I'm not going to try to get away from all this bullshit here. But I'm trying to show you that I have my faculties. Am I hurt? Yeah, I'm hurt because there's so many lies that have been told about me, and I hadn't came up here and cursed people out and called them a bunch of motherfuckers and all this bullshit. Well, it'll stop. It'll stop. It'll stop. I know it'll stop. This here is just a big blow by thing because I made the decision not to let everybody know my business, and a very, very disrespectful, trifling ass woman decided to try to get out here and air me out, make me feel low as a man. I don't feel low. Trust me, I don't feel low. I listened to all them YouTube videos. Some of them I was mad at, some of them I laughed at. Some of them I listened to their advice too. But I guarantee you guys, I appreciate everyone that supported me. And I also appreciate everyone that didn't support me because I don't support a lot of y'all at times. I just don't say it. I just don't come up in the chat and type as a troll or do any outlandish things like doxing people and then saying something. But this is me. This is me. I'm not asking you to, I'm not asking for anything except just let me be me. I made a mistake. That I wouldn't call it a mistake. I got fucked over, okay? It was a mistake on my part to even think like that. And let me get this straight to you out there now. I love my American women, okay? Period. Why did I choose to go over there? Because it just happened that way. It wasn't in my plan. I didn't wake up one morning and say, you know what, I'm going to find me a woman out of the country. God has plans for all of us. And be careful of how you move out here on these YouTube streets also. And to Sir King, I want to say to you, sir, I don't give a fuck what you try to do and how you try to malign me or make me look on these YouTube streets because I know who I am and what I am. I have been on here before showed my face, had pictures of me up on my platform. So you're still an avatar. I respect your work, but I do not respect you as a man because any self-righteous man, I wouldn't take your ex or anything else, bring them on a platform to belittle another man. So that goes to show that you are less of a man. I wouldn't bring anybody's woman up here to belittle their man. And I wouldn't have any man on here belittling their woman. But that's your money grab, that's your scheme. You need the clicks and the views. I don't. And if I never, ever get another click and a view, Sir King, it won't bother me because I'm not monetized. I play fucking copyrighted shit, and everybody knows that. And you know, if you play copyrighted material, you cannot get monetized. Do I go on here asking for cash apps because of it? No. I have it up there because somebody told me you need to get a cash app. And let me tell you, I have been cashed out because people like what I do. And what I do is not get up here and insult people when I'm playing my music. I have a place where they can go and unwind and relax for, even if it's for a few short seconds, even when I get cut off. But I enjoy what I do. And no one, no one except the man upstairs will stop me from doing what I'm doing on YouTube. Now on my second platform, I plan on going over there and doing creative things, talking about politics, talking about anything y'all want to talk about. That's going to be y'all's channel to get up there and either you respect one another or you can just continue doing what you're doing here, disgracing, trying to tear down a person, try to undermine them. Uh, I know just straight facts. I know, but see, on these in this world today, if you don't give an explanation, I'm starting to read my chat now. If you don't give folks an explanation, then there's two things. People are telling the truth about you, or you are what they say. And I'm not either one of those. I've never been a gay man. I've never been bisexual. I never had a desire to run with other men or be with other men or sleep with other men. But that seems to be the thing that's going around on these YouTube streets now. You're right, Miguel. I'm keeping my head up. I know this too shall pass. Thank you. Thank you, no nonsense. But when people are so fucking malicious that it affects your life, then it's time to speak out. You know, I'm not going to run nowhere and hide. I'm still going to get up on these platforms. I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to act foolish just like the rest of them do. But I'm also going to have an opinion and I'm going to state my opinion. And once I state my opinion, that's it. But I'm not going to get up here and just because you want me to do something and I don't do it, then I got to be this, I got to be that because of somebody else's words. And let me tell you, Kenola, I heard you this morning. My young man, I heard you this morning. What you said to Natasha, that's your business. I respect your right to say anything you want to, but you're so fucking disrespectful. That's what I got to say about that. You were funny. To me, I laughed at you really when you called me 100 and something years old. I also laughed at things like people saying I need to be in a nursing home. I need to be this. I need to be that. Well, let me tell you, people, I will not be in a nursing home. I'm not going to depend on my kids to come get their daddy, take him away, and you'll never hear from me again. I'm uh, I'm not going to say I'm as strong as I used to be or vibrant as I used to be, but I still got my faculties. I can still get up and cook for myself. I can still get up and paint. I'm painting my house now. Well, everybody wants to talk about the garage, so I'm painting the garage now. I climb up and down ladders. I'm on medication just like everybody else at my age. Some people on it, some people aren't. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Shish. But like I said, I'm a black man. We have it hard enough. And when I look at the things that we do to each other, and even the men doing shit to one another, I just shake my head and I try to keep it moving because people are going to be people. I hear a lot of people on here say they're working for their coins and all that good shit. Trust me, don't become a P. Diddy. Don't become a Tasha K. Don't become a person that was here on these platforms and before you know it, you're gone because you might have said something that they don't like. You might have said something that triggers them. When I mean them, the powers that be. And I also want to say to other people that flashed through my mind today, Pizarro, you have a wonderful platform. Brianna, you have a wonderful platform also. Meet your lit all day. Great platforms. Pizarro is woo banging. And like everybody on here says, we all love the woo bang. Oh, you want me to drop the link? Okay. Sure, I'll drop the link and you guys can come up here and talk. And please, let's be respectful to one another. I I don't want to, you know, I don't want this to be uh well, you can have it be what you want it to be. I'll put it that way. You can have it be what you want to be. So I will be dropping my link in a few minutes. In a few minutes. So let me see here. And I'm on the phone. Miss Brown baby. Okay, my niece. All right. You can come back later. I will be doing music later, but right now I'm just going to try to get in here and drop my link, and I will be paying attention, to who comes. I will be looking to see who comes up and who doesn't come up, or it doesn't make any difference. So the link is dropped to the YouTube stream. You want to hit it, you guys can go ahead and hit it. You can ask questions, but I'm just tired of lies. And as I said before, what happened to me can happen to anyone. It's how you deal with the aftermath. And I've heard a lot of foul things here on the streets, but I also heard some good things. So to me, the good definitely outweighs the bad. And I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. I'm not going to go jump off a bridge. I'm just going to be me. That part, you can tell who's been brought up instead of drugged up. Okay, I got my first pop up, and I bet you. Hi.
Hello, how are you, Mr. DJ Leo?
Hey, how you doing, Miguel?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to come up here and support you and let you know that um, you're very much supported,
Uh,
and we want you to keep
Thank you.
your head up.
Oh,
And
it's up, dear. Honestly, you know me. It's up. It's up.
we
Uh,
just want you to know that this go pass too.
oh yes, yes.
This is gonna pass. You
Go
know,
listen to
everybody have
watch
to
it.
go through.
Watch waiting to the Hale soundtrack and eat cookie dough. Okay, Duchess. Duchess, I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna go up here and get some music up right quick, and I'll end this live. Don't nobody else want to come real quick, and then we're gonna go do some dancing in the streets. How about that? But like I said, Miguel, I appreciate you and all that you do here. So
And I appreciate you.
okay, thank you,
All
thank
right, I'm
you.
gonna go back down.
All right, Byron Lowe with that smile turned upside down. How you doing? How you doing? There's a lot of people on here that I see in different chats, and I talk to them, and they talk to me, and sometimes I forget to let you know how much I appreciate you guys, and I really do appreciate all of you. And we all go through bullshit. We all go through drama. And it was just my turn. As Uncle Claude said the other night, this too shall, Miguel said, this too shall pass. He said it also. But I'm just tired right now of bullshit. I want to enjoy life. I want to get out there and do things. And the Christmas holidays coming up. I'm not letting this break up or anything break my spirits. I'm still going to be with family, still going to be with friends. I'm still going to be me. Uh, I'm getting my music track together. I'm gonna have to. Well, I can't just jump off and play it because, like I said, this is a chat live. I'm tired of YouTube, and if I started playing music, they would really hit it then. So I'm gonna go out. Give me 15 minutes, and I shall be back. I'm not paying these people no more mind. Really, I'm not. I got supporters, and I got people that don't support, and I just have to look at it as my supporters count more than the people that don't support. So that's the drama of YouTube. So with that being said, so I yes, I am officially single, and well, I'm not gonna say unattached. No, I'm not gonna say unattached. I have a friend, but it's not. It's a friend. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say because we've been discussing things, and hell, it might not last either after what transpired over the last 2 days. You see what I'm saying? Because women, yeah, women do those kind of things. It's up to her. You know, I'm single though. Okay, unattached? No, not right now. I'll put it that way. You're right, Duchess. You're right, Duchess. I will add that to the list. You're right, Duchess. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. No exception to the rules. It may be factual, it may be cruel. Everybody plays the fool. All right, Duchess, you got me started off. I will see you guys in about 15 minutes, okay? Thank you for coming up listening. Thank you all for the thumbs up. And hell, I'm not jumping off a bridge. Bye bye.